Decent kickoff for OKC. He's going to take it up, tries to force a chow through. Stream anonymizer, so I could only guess who this is. Chances looks to feel this one cleanly. He does, gets it to the corner. Player 4 is there. Keysay to the ground. Awkward bounce. Chances might be there to capitalize. It goes wide though. Still have possession though. I think this game's definitely going to be a, you know, kind of who makes less mistakes. I think when you have teams that are able to be this equal, it's kind of going to come down to who is less bad, if you will. As we see a team bump there. Chances goes up for an aerial, gets a good beat. Keysay's there though, clears it out. Goes for a shot on goal, cleared away by Aqua. Might have a chance here. Over the top of one, can he get over the other? Gets an awkward touch. Doesn't look like Darkus could follow up though. It's gonna be cleared away. Chances. This is your 1700 player. I'd look to him for the mechanical plays as he gets it through. 1-0 to the OKC, to the Chicago Flames. Just a clean beat over the top. I mean, I said it before the game, but it's going to run through if he has the, if he's feeling it on the day to bring his team across the line. Just crossing the minute mark into the game. It's going to be opposite kickoff this time, although Aqua is able to field it clearly. Gets another touch over the top. Bit staggered here. Player 4 looks to get a beat. Is beat by Chances. Over the top, Joshua should be able to field this cleanly. He does. Gets a beat. Can he get the other touch? Great play by him out of the zone. Gets them out of it. Gets bumped out. Keysay there. Chances gets a beat over the top. Can Darkus reach it? No one can. It's going to awkwardly bounce off the corner for Chances for a shot. Puts it through. 2-0 to the Flames. And it's, I mean, like clockwork, it's Chances facilitating his team, right? That's at the end of the day, it's what it is. We get set for another kickoff. Sorry, I was doing something. We got Aqua putting it to the corner off the reset. Can he get the double? Does. Gets it past one. Keysay's there for the shot. Just off. Darkus immediately able to follow. Gets the other one. Ooh, is it going to be? It's just wide. Looks like Aqua is going to have a bit of time here unless Joshi forces the issue. He does. Off the corner. Aqua will be able to control this. A little bit of a double commit, but they don't seem to pay the price. Chances over the top again. I don't even know what's going on in chat. Joshi over the top of one. Darkus gets the 50 behind. It looks like Sample's going to get an awkward touch. Chances might be able to land on this, actually. Doesn't have the boost. His teammate will force the issue, though. You can already see just kind of the difference that that high Sal player is able to make. As I say that, a bad overcommit, and just like that, OKC are right back in it. Joshi with a clean beat over the top. Chances just creeps up maybe a little too far. Maybe thought his teammate was behind him. Whatever the issue is, doesn't change on the scoreboard. It's going to be a 2-1 game with just under halfway. Over the top, Sample, can he get the shot? No, it's just off. They could go up cleanly. As I say that, though, they seem to bang it out in a bit of a panic. Joshi beats one. Not a clean touch. His Chances is there. Can't get the double, though. Aqua forces the issue. It's wide. Joshi might look to make a solo play here. He does. Over the top of one. Gets the beat on the 1700. Darkus able to field it cleanly, though. Sample looking to control it here. Gets an awkward touch to the opponent. Chance is going to be across. Gets the boost. This could be a dangerous chance. Joshi steers it clear. Sample goes for shot on net. Darkus fields it cleanly, although Keysay's there to... Oh, Sample off the backboard. A little too bold, and now you can see it, a Chicago counterattack brewing. It's a one-on-one. Can he outplay him? Chances over the top. That's a hat trick for your 1700. That's the kind of impact you want a player like that to have. Three to the better for Chances. A great game, a great start for the Chicago Flames going into this series. OKC, honestly, you got to stop the bleeding here. I'd like to see, you know, a bit more maybe team interaction. Kind of seems they're all a bit staggered. As I say that, a bump off the backboard. Darkus to the shot. Joshi clears it. Chances off. Can he get his fourth off the backboard? Maybe a little bit too bold. Aqua there, though. Keysay on the counter. It's put wide. Darkus fields it not so cleanly, though. Sample's there. Chances gets it out again, bailing his team out. I mean, offense, defense, Chances has been everywhere this game, and as a 1700 South, that's exactly what you want to see, having that unanimous impact. Maybe a pass to the teammate, a bump, awkward pull shot for Chances, gets it down, but no one's there to follow. Maybe a bit of a boost issue, bit of a double commit, but Dark is able to get over the top. Aqua's under both. It's 4-1 to Flames. They just seem to be running away with this one. I mean, if you're OKC, you got to put the fire out. I mean, you're up, you're down 3. You've let up 4, 3-1 guy. It's, you know, it smells like cooked bison after game 1. Chances goes up for again. He's eyeing his 4th of the series. 4th of the game. Although Joshy gets over, looks to make the headline something different. Aqua going for a sidewall double. Gets it to the corner. It's going to be awkward to see who fields it. It's kind of a, you know, random out. Joshy gets a beat. Chances is there, though. Can he get the double? Can't. Kisei with a shot on net. Aqua's able to bail his team out once again. 2 saves on Aqua. Looking to maybe force a counterattack. Gets beat on the 50, although I'd like to see who fields this next. It's going to be a clash between Darkest and Kisei. Kisei gets the better of it. Going to leave it for his teammate Sample for the top over for a double. Great save by Aqua. That's his 3rd of the game. It's on the goal line. They can't seem to pull through. It's just, it's a textbook Flames win, game 1. Aquas goes for the dunk. Can they get another? Chances eyeing his 4th. It doesn't look like that's the case. Sample gets it out. Maybe one for the better, but that'll close out game 1 of this series. A bump. Aqua's there. Darkest lets it down. Joshy's there, keeping it up for the love of the game, and that'll touch down. 1-0 to the Flames. Just absolutely, you know, leaving OKC in the dust, if you will, after that first game. Chances having a, you know, stand-up performance on offense, Aqua following up on defense, Darks being that reliable 3rd man. And you can kind of see what I was talking about earlier with that 3rd person on the OKC team, this, in this case, Sample. Just maybe a little bit too slow for the pace of play. But overall, I mean, going into the next game, something's got to change, right? You don't lose 4-1 by, you know, by coincidence. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how the play styles adapt. You know, if you're Chicago here, I think you just keep the foot on the gas, right? It's been working. Besides one, you know, poor overcommit where they got maybe a little bit eager for the issue, Chances was able to take over that game. It'll be interesting to see if he can keep that momentum going through the rest of the series. I wish I could read chat. It's just bugging, but I don't know. Maybe there's just nothing there. Maybe I'm just schizo. Down to 20 while casting. I'll do that really quick. Hold on, hold on. Hopefully this doesn't, I don't get punished for it. We'll go 25. All right. Game 2 underway. OKC looking to bounce back. Flames looking to put them on match point in this best-of-5 series. Sample gets the kickoff to go their way. It's going to be interesting to see how Joshy handles this. Aqua is going to have to get a clean touch here. Puts it to the corner. Safe spot for his team. Kisei follows it up. Darkest a little bit awkward. Sample, you can already see they're fighting with a bit more passion on offense here, the OKC team. As I say that, an awkward touch, though. Josh, you can look for a beat. Chances should be able to field this cleanly. Doesn't get the greatest touch. Gets the demo over the top. Sample plays it a bit too patiently. Maybe just a shot there. Kisei controls. Looks for the double. No one's going to get it. It's an awkward touch. Aqua saves it off the goal line. Darkest takes this downfield. No boost, though. It's going to be awkward for him. Sample just has the advantage over the top. Kisei finds the lane. It's going to be interesting to see who takes this. A demo opens up the space. Bit of an awkward touch there. Aqua puts it mid, over the top. Darkest. Joshy gets a great read, gets his team out of it. Kisei goes for the 50, gets it around 1, gets the boost. This could be an offensive counterattack for OKC here. Joshy maybe a bit too big for his bridges. Goes for the pre, doesn't get it. Sample gets a touch off the ceiling, but not much more. Chances is up. Chances looks for the double, can't quite get it. Offense flying back and forth this game, but no's been able to break through. A double commit is forced out. This could be a chance for Chicago, but they seem to get out of it. OKC. Darkest takes it around the top. Joshy gets a 50. It's over Kisei. There could be a lane here for Chances to shoot. Over the top. Kisei makes a good adjustment, is able to clear that one away, but they're not out of the woods just yet. Aqua puts it mid, all three in the corner. This is looking like an absolute, I don't even know, to be honest. This is very disorganized out of OKC, but it is still a 0-0 game, so much better than game one. A lot more coordinated. As I say that, Chances gets beat, but he gets bumped. Aqua goes up, 2 up. Here we go. Joshi gets it past them. If Chances doesn't feel this cleanly, it could be dangerous, but he does. Darkest looking to force the issue in the corner. Goes for a shot on net. It's just off. It's awkward, though. Joshi puts it up. Darkest, maybe a shot. It's just high. They're just playing ping pong on the backboard here. And OKC seems to be able to get out of it. That is until Chances come back into the zone. Gets it into the corner. Goes for the top. Gets it across. Joshi looks to field this for a solo play. It is. He does have the boost. He does have the ball. Can't quite field this cleanly. Looking for the reset. Sample goes for a shot. Aqua isn't able to capitalize on the save. And at your halfway point of the game, OKC has turned this around. A 1-0 lead for them. A lot better than a 4-1 loss last game. They're already playing with a lot more passion, you can see. And the Flames, I think it needs to come back to Chances, right? You need your star players to make star plays. And right now, I mean, how do you live up to a 4-goal performance? A 3-goal performance, excuse me. Chances over the top as I say that, almost gets it through. Kise gets a beat. This should be another one for OKC. If they can put it on net, it's going to be 2-0. And this series just got very interesting very quickly. After a dominant game won by the Flames, it looks like OKC has kind of stampeded their way back into this one. Put the fire out, if you will. Plenty of game left to be played. Kise puts it into the corner over the top. Aqua's there to field it cleanly. They're going to need to get some offense going here. Maybe that's the star. Darkest over the top. Can't put it on net. Awkward bounce. Chances might be able to get a beat to this. He does over the top. Gets it around 1. Gets it around 2. Aqua for the double off the wall. Joshi reads it beautifully and is able to get his team out of it. Another beat over Chances, and they're going to have to start from ground zero. As I say that, Kise seems to help them out, but Sample looks to be there to clear it. Aqua might be able to field this cleanly. He does. Not so great. Chances is up off the 50. Kise's out. Darkest and Sample might have a clash here. Kise's going to call ISO, although he gets beat over the top. Darkest doesn't have the boost to follow this up. Sample will put it away, but Chances is right there. Gets a bit of an awkward Zen touch attempt. And a bit of an awkward here in the corner. Sample over the top. Joshi, can he get the beat over there? Chances. Field it clean into the corner. Just over a minute left, and if you're the Flames, you got to put pedal to the metal here. You're down 2. You're going to need a play. But they just can't seem to break through this OKC defense, who's been on standstill, as I say that, off the bar, just high. And their low boost here, they got to reset. Darkest tries to keep it in. He only gets it past 1, but Kise's there to follow up. And it's, again, you're starting from reset. Kise gets a bump, pushes them back even further. Looking to make this a 3-0 game. Chances gets the clear out, not on net. He might just have a clean shot here. No one contesting him, and that's going to make things very interesting going into the final 40 seconds as Chances gets his 4th of the series. Absolute standout player. Just bit lackluster to see no one challenge there. You'd like to think that you see a hand put up at this caliber, but that's why I'm casting. That's why they're on the field. As we cross the 40-second mark, Chances might have a good look here to go full field. He doesn't get the touch he wants, and Sample's going to meet him when he lands. Aqua gets a beat around 1. Joshi 50s off to the side. Sample gets the touch, but it's not the greatest. Darkest could put this in their half and force the issue. Kise gets it around. Sample gets a beat over the top. Chances just lurking, waiting for his chance, looking for his time to make it his 5th goal of the series. And if he's going to want to do so, it's got to be in the next 10 seconds as we count down here. Can OKC hang on and make this a 1-1 series? We're going into Game 3. It'll be a match point, if you will. Take it over the top. A bit of a miscommunication there, but they get it down. OKC steals one back. It's a 1-1 series. Yeah, it just seemed like Chances wasn't able to replicate 3 goals. How do you? And rest of the team wasn't able to follow up quite as cleanly. Kise with a great all-around performance. Sample and Joshi putting through your 2 goals for the Bison. Chances getting your 1 for the Flames. Going into game 3, once my amazing official here changes the map. Looking at the aggregate power rankings, Flames at 12, and you have this Bison team at 11. I mean, if it's a story of a close series, it's a story of a close power ranking. These two teams have kind of been neck and neck the whole year. They've been neck and neck, you know, as long as they can be in a division where they don't play yet. So a close series is the minimum you expect out of two teams so closely. You know, it's like March Madness. You got those 8 and 9 seeds. It's never an upset if the 9 seed wins. They're just so evenly matched as we move into another one. Chances gets a clean look. Does Sample pre-jump him? He does, but he gets a beat that allows him to go out of harm's way. Joshi over the top. Aqua tries to get a bang out. It's off the ceiling. Not the hardest touch, but it does the job. Kisei's there. Fields it clean to the side just for Chances to pounce on the issue. Goes for the double. No one's there. It just kind of bounces out of danger. Sample goes for the double over the top. Can't quite get it. Kisei's there for the shot. Gets the 50. Chances steers it clear. Chances might have a solo play here. Aqua back to Chances. Goes for the redirect. A pop up. Who's going to meet this first? It's Darkest versus Kisei. Kisei gets the better of him this time. Aqua puts it into the corner. Sample over the top. Chances gets a beat, but it's not for long as there's a bit of a miscommunication. Someone had to go there. It looks like none of them wanted to force it. This is mid. It seems to be out of danger. Sample gets it out of the way. Chances turns this back in, but Joshua will be able to see this one out. Gets a pinch around. This could be a chance if Kisei is able to force it quick enough. Chances beat him to the ball. Darkest bangs it out, maybe looking for his teammate off the pass. Doesn't quite connect, but the issue's not over. That chance just seems to slip through their fingers. Another close game to start us off here. 2 minutes, a minute and a half in, excuse me. Joshi gets a bump. This could be dangerous, but Aqua just takes his time with it. Kisei looks for a shot potentially. Can Darkest get up to this with no boost? He can't. And Kisei, that's her 14.05, placing it top left. Beautiful to see out of your lower players. I mean, does it get better than that? No. Great play out of Kisei. Puts his team ahead by 1. Ever since game 1, the Flames have looked extinguished, to say the least. They haven't really had the same fire and energy, you know, no pun intended, so to speak. Before, Kisei looks to make it 2. Chances off the line. Joshi's there, puts it through. And a Flames team that looks so dominant in game 1. It just looks like a tragedy right now. Chances gets the save. No one's there to rebound off of it. Off the kickoff. It's 2-0. Bison looking to hold on to this lead just like they did in the last game. This is exactly how last game started. The Bison had the lead out of the gate. Chances tried to creep them back in and they couldn't. Can this be a different story for them? Darkest gets it past 1, but Sample looks to be there. He is. Josh on the ground gets beat by Chances. Sample should just be able to field this cleanly again. He does. Aqua meets him there. Maybe Chances could turn back on this. Elects not to until he does. Kisei maybe a shot on net here, just off. Joshi goes up, a little too bold. This could be a counterattack the other way. If Sample can't read this, he does get a decent 50. Kisei back on the shot. Chances steers it clear. Chances booming it out. I gotta get some water, guys. Excuse me, we're back into it though. Sample gets a dribble, 50s it to his teammate Joshi. He's already met by Aqua. Chances looks for the shot on net. He can't put it on. And that's an opportunity missed. And if you lose this one, you're gonna be thinking about that all week. As Aqua puts it around on the 50. Darkest can't seem to read the bounce. Chances looks to have the chance he wants. Can Joshi read this? Wow, excellent read off the corner. A bit unpredictable for Chances. I don't think he knew exactly where that one was going, and it looked that he couldn't field as cleanly as Darkest goes up, doesn't read it. Kisei going for his second, can't get it. Excuse me, Chances with the reset over the top. Bumps 1, gets it, does as much as he can, but he can't do everything. Not like game 1. Darkest gets it past 1, puts it to the corner. Chances is there, doesn't get the shot he's looking for. Maybe he goes again. Can Aqua field this? No. Kisei misses the read. Everyone's panicking. Why wouldn't you? It's game 3 of a best of 5. Whoever gets this is in a big advantage. Aqua gets the awkward touch off the corner. Chances looking to put this. It's awkward. Darkus is up for the shot off the bar. Keesig with a save. Back the other way. It's been, I mean, story of this game so far has been OKC's been hitting their shots and the Flames haven't been. And that, I mean, you know, post hits unfortunately don't count on the scoreboard in this level of play. As he looks to make it 3. Can't even get it. Aqua on the counterattack. Kisei should just bang this out. He does. Joshi looking for the bold touch mid. Doesn't get to it. Chances is there. Gets dunked by Kisei. Darkus back. Kisei almost lands back onto it. Sample looking for the pinch. Gets it across, but only to Aqua. Back to Chances. Does he look for the shot here? Maybe Alexa play it patiently. Kisei over the top. Aqua's there. Chances maybe looking for a solo play. Time's running low. 20 seconds left. It just looks like the Bison are going to, once again, run away with this one. After having a decent beginning to middle game, the Flames have had 2 shots that haven't been put on net, and it's going to cost them another game here as we round the final 10 seconds. Joshi doesn't get the beat out. If you want a miracle, it's here, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. And the Flames want to get a W on their screen. It'll have to be in Game 4 to force 5 as Bison take Game 3. Let me ready up here so I'm not wearing... Yeah, Bison... Chicago Flames seem to be instantly readying up. Darkus dropping 78 points. Just kind of looking to go into the next one, it looks like. Doesn't want to look back. Why would you want to look back on a game like that? A poor game, honestly, for the Flames. After having such a good start, you would think that they would... you know, have a little more fight in them. We'll see if they force the fight to 4 to 5 games here. Chance is already in the lobby, beats the caster, and that's how eager he is to tie this one up 2-2. Very thirsty caster. All right, let's get underway. Game 4. Can the Flames force 5 or do the Bison take this 3-1? Off the kickoff, Darkus takes it. Gets it around Sample. Joshi's there, gets the backflip. Already playing with a lot more pep in their step, but they can't seem to quite break through just yet. Kisei puts a shot on net! Out of nowhere! The Bison get another one! It's Kisei again! Chances. Awkward touch. I don't even know how to explain that. And no one ready for it. I mean, I wasn't even ready for it. Kisei, your 14-05 Sal, looking to be, I mean, is the difference maker. Not looking to be. He is the difference maker so far. He is the chances of this OKC squad so far. Goes for a goal. Can't quite get the double. Aqua back the other way. Looking to make a solo play. Looking to make it 1-1. Gets the 50. Darkus is there. Chances maybe gets a shot, but Joshi gets the beat. Can anyone get back to this? Looks like Aqua will be able to, but they're not out of the woods just yet as Joshi gets there. Gets the beat. Now it's Flames back the other way. Cuts it in. Maybe goes for the bump for his teammate. Can't quite land it. Sample gets around it very cleanly. Joshi can get the double off the ceiling, goes for the reset, can't quite get there. Kisei gets muffed on the 50. And Chances maybe looks for a shot here. Doesn't have the boost quite. Puts it mid for his team. Can Aqua get around this? He can't. And this Flames team has, I mean, fallen flat. Offensively, they haven't scored more than 2 goals since Game 1. They've only scored 1 goal since Game 1. And it's not pretty, right? The benefit is they have a lot of time as Joshi forced to make a save there. Kisei gets around it. Can Kisei put this on net and make it his second goal? He will! Kisei, out of nowhere, makes it 2. How is Kisei feeling, huh? Who's he feeling like? Love that for the kid. Gets it to a Flames roster that 2/3 is higher sell than him, but he don't care. That's Kisei. Kickoff goes the Flames' way. Can Aqua get some sort of life breathing into this Flames team? It just looks like ever since Game 1, they've been put out. Kisei goes again! Oh, he puts it off just short of his hat trick. He wanted that one, you could tell. Sample, is he over-crept up here? Wow, gets a good adjustment at the last second to keep this a 2-0 game. Although they're not out of it just yet. Darkus over the top, can't quite get it. Kisei there again. Kisei's been everywhere this game. Kisei clears it as I say that. Kisei looks to be up again, gets to be past Darkest. Can he get past Aqua and make it a hat trick? Gets the 50, bit of a backflip there, but it ends up working in his favor as Aqua's gonna be forced to clear this out, and the Flames are gonna have to reset again. Unless Aqua can do it all alone, he can't. Chances puts it to the corner, maybe gets another touch. Off the wall, Aqua, if you want a goal, it's gonna be now, but it won't be. Sample shuts that one down. Joshi puts it to the corner, looks for the double, can't quite get it. Chances, maybe goes for a full field play here. Doesn't quite get the greatest first touch, gets a 50, but that's all for his troubles. Over the top, Darkest tries to clear it. Joshi gets it around one. Can Sample make it 3? He can, but he stays on it, and the Flames are not out of it just yet. Kisei looks to be there to make it his 3rd. Can't. Chances looking for a counterattack here. Needs a counterattack here, frankly, with how his team's been looking so flat. Aqua gets it mid. Can't quite get there. Although he stays on it, tries to force the issue. Gets a beat past Sample, but he's still lurking. Sample just dunks over the top of Chances, and if Darkest doesn't fear this clearly, it's going to be trouble as Sample over the top. Can he get the double? Chances is there. Low boost, but he's forced to stretch out and make the save. Aqua takes it back the other way, gets met by Sample, but it looks like Chances tries to push it further into the zone. Joshi's there to cut it out. Can Kisei get the beat over the top? Gets a 50. Chances tries to turn back in. Will only get a touch, but it looks like Kisei will take it right back out. Sample maybe looks for a pop, looks for a fake for Kisei over the top. Can Joshi finish the job? Oh, he puts it with power that my grandmother could not even fathom. And it's just short of the net. Although Kisei, I mean, your star of the match so far, although a 3v1 back the other way, Joshi gets a critical demo to open up the space. Puts his team directly out of danger. Aqua still looks to be the danger. Chances for the double, can't quite get there. Doesn't have the boost, but Darkest gets it there. And with just under a minute, we have a game. Eerily similar to the game 2 where OKC led early and Flames try to fight it late. Do they have another goal in them? You got to think this offense runs through Chances. And with the amount of chances he's had, frankly, 1 goal is subpar. Although he gets it around 1. Darkest looks to be there. Puts it in the zone. This is the kind of offense, the sort of pressure that we saw the Flames out of game 1. Aqua stays on it. Chancing with the shot. Joshi clears it off and keeps us at a leading game. Kisei has low boost. Looks to find his teammate. Can't quite get there. Gets the 50. Chances cleans up. Chances looks to go all the way. Chances up with boost. Does he get the reset? Does he get the touch? I don't know who else just went up. But it's panic. It's commotion. But it's no goals for the Flames. Joshi looks for another shot, gets under 1. Chances looks to feel this clearly, maybe to his teammates. Sample's there to cut it out. Can he get 2? No, he can't. Chances with the shot on net. Joshi bails him out again. It's 10 seconds left. Do the Flames have another one in them? Joshi pitches it off the side. Darkest is there. Can't quite make the read. And the Chances is going to have to go the full length of the field if they want a miracle. Like the city of Chicago, they're going to need a bit of a rebuild if this one touches the ground. Kisei puts it over the top. Can Joshi make the read for the shot? It touches down anyway. That'll be a series. 3-1 for the Bison. And it ran through Kisei. A great series out of the kid. 3 or 4 goals for him. For a 14:05 sell, that's game winning. That's series winning. And that's what the OKC Bison were able to do here today. All right, as my casting duties now follow, I must go download these replays. But I appreciate you guys watching this, my debut cast with me. Hopefully I was able to make it your day just a little bit better. Wow, what a series, though. JDS has been the only one talking in chat, so I can only reply to what I'm being given. 12 viewers, though. I appreciate you all being here. Hopefully, I was able to make this matchup a little more lighthearted. I will be doing another cast on Saturday between New Orleans and San Diego. 2-2-0 teams looking for that top spot in the division. But for now, I got nothing more for you guys. I appreciate you stopping by. This is Lil Day, debut cast, signing off. Take it easy, guys. Thank you.